There is always a lot of construction at Giga Texas, and it's hard to keep track of it all. So today I'm putting together this standalone video that will bring together some new information that'll put into context what we're seeing on construction between the die shop and the electrical switchyard on the north end. Also, some future construction that we can expect in 2025, and a review of some additional construction projects that I have discussed on previous videos. But this way, it's all into one video. So I hope that you find this informative. So let's get into the discussion. Let's begin with these documents that I got from the city of Austin. This is for the Central Campus Support Facilities. This is the construction that is underway with the clearing between the die shop and the electrical switchyard. This is going to be 3 new facilities plus 2 large water tanks. And you can tell with the permit here and also the site plan that we have a lot of information to go over. Now with this chart on the left, you can tell that outline kind of triangular section. That is the area that we will be doing some detailed discussion about. On the right is that site plan application master comment report. And this gave us a lot of information about what is being built, at least for the initial construction stages here at the site. Here's an overall view of the location to try to give you some context of where we are talking. As you'll see this yellow area, this is the site that is under construction for that Central Campus Support Facility. We can get a better idea here with this drone shot. You can see the cathode building, the die shop, and the clearing off to the right. And this overlays that triangular section that is under construction and currently is getting the grade work done in preparation for this major construction. Using the site plan documents, I put together this overview of this north construction site so that I can illustrate the major changes that we can expect. Starting at the top, the original Megapack site plus the new Megapack site that I've been showing you is easily visible. Now this is to the south of the electrical switchyard. Now, a big surprise is that the current electrical switchyard that has just been upgraded by that third transformer is about to be duplicated again, and they're going to be doubling in size what that electrical substation or switchyard is going to be. And that's going to bring in a tremendous amount of electrical power to Giga Texas. You can see that pink triangular section, which is the main construction site, the existing die shop, cathode plant, and the water management sedimentation and filtration basin on the east side, and of course the Tesla Road, which is going to be expanded to the east, and where the Colorado River is located. I'm using this satellite view so that we can get a little closer and get more detail to the work that is underway. Now, starting with the site plan document, I'm overlaying what this construction site would look like. You can tell that triangular section, which is the main area where the grade work is underway. And of course, on the left is where we're going to see a lot of electrical systems that are being changed and upgraded. Of course, where the original Megapack and the new Megapack site is, and of course that surprise with the electrical switchyard getting larger. Now this is a drone shot. I've overlaid what this would look like so that you can get more context of what we can expect to see, and you can clearly see that electrical substation expanding on that side. And this is a close-in view of one of the site plan documents to show that electrical substation or switchyard and what it will look like once it doubles in size. So this is pretty big information and something I'm excited to see coming up later this year. Now that we have the overview in context, let's get a closer view of the construction that will take place in this yellow highlighted area. Of course, this is where all of the grade work is currently underway. Now, the site plan shows 3 facilities and 2 water tanks, an extensive underground stormwater management system and drainage system that will ensure that this place does not flood with all the water that we do get here, especially with heavy rains, and a lot of parking and driveways. I've taken this drone image and I've overlaid what the facilities might look like. It's right next to that die shop and the cathode plant on the left. You can see the main factory. There are 2 175,000 square feet, or about 16,200 square meter of floor space buildings, another one that's 30,000 square feet, or about 2,800 square meter floor space, and those 2 5 million gallon water tanks. So this is a pretty extensive site. What I'm showing you here is the site plan showing the overall grade work that has been necessary to level out this location. And you can tell with the old sand and gravel mine, there was a lot that needed to be done. As far as the stormwater management system, I mentioned that it is extensive. This gives us some idea of what this is going to look like. In addition to that, they've kind of cordoned off much of the area into different zones, and this is the overall method that they are going to be using to ensure that the stormwater management system drains away all the water. This view shows that the existing four-way intersection with Robotic Avenue and Tesla Road will be retained, and the east extension of Tesla Road that will continue over towards the Colorado River. So, of course, the question is, what would these facilities be used for? And I think that's a very good one, and I do not have the full information at this time. In the past, we know that this has been the support facilities and that this would replace, to some extent, the temporary trailers that they're using right now nearby. However, I am getting some information that is pointing to the fact that this may be an expansion of the Cortex supercomputer cluster that is in the south end of the building. If true, this would be Cortex 2.0, and it would represent an enormous expansion to what is already in place in the factory. Again, this is all speculation at this point in time. If I can confirm that, I will give you additional information later on. And moving to some other parts that the site plan covers, that is the existing dye shop, cathode plant, and the water management sedimentation and filtration basin on the east side of that cathode plant. As a view of this area from the drone, this is what it would look like. I've overlaid where those new structures would be on the right-hand side of the screen in that clearing. I also wanted to point out that this is that water filtration sedimentation basin that is currently existing. This is going to tie into that water management system around the new site, and it will help ensure that the amount of water is controlled, filtered, and then it exits the site in a safe and controlled manner. So now you have a good idea of what that campus central support facility construction area is going to look like and what we can expect over 2025. But there are some additional projects that I would like to point out that I'll be looking forward to later this year or into 2026. And this overall illustration gives you an idea of where we are talking. Now, on the northeast side of the battery cathode plant, approximately in this location where we see some of the earthwork underway right now, and of course the rental equipment lot and maintenance area is currently located, we're going to see some construction going on and some plans for a future test track for Giga Texas, approximately in this location. And this is definitely something I'm looking forward to and will monitor over the next several months. Now, in addition to the future test track in this location, there is another construction project that I'm aware of, and I did cover this on my 13 January video more in depth, but I'll summarize it here so that we can keep all of these construction projects together in this one overview video. And that has to do with the new Harold Green Road. Now, if you recall, Harold Green Road has been replaced with Tesla Road, but this is going to be added back in north of the facility, and you can tell with this illustration approximately where that is located. This is the permit for the construction project. This is not a Giga Texas specific project, but it will be open to the public and serve Giga Texas once it's completed. Now, the city of Austin did provide the local residents with this information and the attached map, and that is what I used to be able to show you where this is located on the north part of the property. And the final application or the decision was the 14th of January. That is obviously passed. And as far as I know, this project is continuing forward, and we should start seeing construction of this later this year. There is another future construction project that I've been monitoring, and I've mentioned on several previous videos, and that has to do with a new Welcome and Activity Center that will be open for the public and give Giga Texas a better venue for upcoming events. Now, I used to think it was on the east side of the site, but I've got some recent information that suggests that it's on the west side near where State Highway 130 and Tesla Road come together. This is a recent drone shot. I've highlighted the approximate location where this may be constructed. Currently, it's being used for steel storage. That's a lot of that steel is going inside the factory for upgrades and expansion, and also where the Evapco chilling unit fans have been stored. So I'll continue to monitor this as I get more information. And finally, one other project that is underway that I have been covering recently. In fact, on the 27th of January video, I gave you an in-depth discussion about what this is. But it's basically the wastewater intercept system. And this is the City of Austin Master Comment Report and a description of what this system is for. Essentially, because of the expansion of Giga Texas, the wastewater system as it currently exists is not large enough to support that future growth. So they're putting in a series of sinking caissons around the west and south sides, and this will help increase the overall sewage capability of Giga Texas. Again, I would recommend you go back to my 27 January video for a lot more detail, but I wanted to add it in here because it is another major construction project that is currently underway at the factory. So I put together this illustration with all of the major construction going on or anticipated coming up later this year. And I hope that this helps put it all into context. Everything from the campus central support facility, the potential for Cortex 2.0, the data center expansion into that location, new electrical system upgrades that will help power all of this, a potential for a new test track, the Harold Green Road, a welcome center, and of course that water intercept system that will upgrade the sewage for all of this future expansion here at the factory. I hope that this review was helpful and informative, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate your support. It makes what I do possible, and I just want to say thank you again. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, and we'll continue to watch what is going on here at Giga Texas with future videos.